Okay, everybody up on this app seem to have had a prosperous, fruitful, beautiful, productive, thriving 2024. And I am so happy for y'all. I'm gonna switch it up a little bit over here. I want to talk about post traumatic slave syndrome. Okay? Because when my friend first pointed this out, I really thought that she was stripping, but it's a real thing. It's a real thing. And I think that this year has been a year for me to take accountability in the fact that I am a hard worker because I am a hard worker. Like, obviously, there's depth to that. But when you're working so hard year after year after year to the point of burnout, like there was a point in 2023 where I realized every 3 weeks I would experience burnout, like severe burnout. Like it was literally a couch potato. I could not encourage and force myself to do any more work. Like my body was glued to the couch and I had to sleep, or I had to lay down, or I wasn't going to be able to go to work and present my best self. I would collapse or feel like I'd be fighting off this urge to literally just drop on the ground, essentially. And so this year has been the year of accountability. So 2023 for me was the year where I was like acknowledging that there was a problem. Your girl likes to work a little bit too hard, okay? You go through therapy, because I was like looking at my calendar. I was like, every 3 weeks this is happening. Like I can't get through a month and be consistent with like my schedule. Like this is a problem, and like it has to be mental, because like in my mind I'm like, okay, LaToya, let's do this, and then my body's like no. Like no. So I was like, okay, therapy seems to be the solution. And then that gave me space to talk about something that I was suppressing but had a huge impact on me. And then after that, she was like, yeah, maybe you should like journal. And she said it casually. And I think because I wasn't experiencing severe depression, or because I am externally very optimistic and like happy-go-lucky type of human, she was like kind of like quick to dismiss me and be like, okay, like you don't really need this all the time. Like just try journaling. But luckily at the top of this year, I got a mentor who she kind of helps me spiritually and psychologically as well. So because all psychological changes happen with renewal of your mind, right? But then you realize the healing work that has to go through that, because all of the thought patterns that we experience are triggered by our circumstances, our conditioning, our environments, and past experiences, usually traumatic. And obviously trauma isn't it's not a spectrum. It's we all experience our own degree of trauma, and that's all valid. And so, child, this whole year I was just holding myself accountable. I was like, LaToya, you're not gonna get burnt out. You're not gonna burn out this year. You're not gonna burn out this year. It's not happening. And I would literally dedicate a day to just journal and cry, because that's crying is the way that your body can release the emotions. And since I suppressed all of my emotions, what felt like my entire life, and instead of embracing any of them, I would just work and find things to be busy. And this was a default for me starting at a very young age. And I now understand why my mom wouldn't allow me to start working when I wanted to, because she was like, no, you are not allowed to work until you are 18. But then when I started working, y'all, there was one point where I was working 4 jobs. I was working 4 jobs simultaneously. Needed to, of course. I wouldn't put myself in that situation if I didn't need those money. If I didn't need the money, honey. But yeah, work ethic has been strong. It's been strong for since high school. And it's just now that I'm addressing the psychology and the horrible thought patterns that are leading to this. And I'm realizing now that although it's great to be a hard worker, whatever, but it's bad when that energy is kind of used in a way that doesn't necessarily help you as an individual. When you're a hard worker, usually you're like working hard for other people, and then like even when I'm working hard for myself, I'm also causing myself sickness because I'm like doing the most and doing too much, and it just doesn't make sense. I guess so. The point of this video the point of the video is that if you didn't have like one of those thriving years where you were able to surplus your business by like 80% or even double your business, like that's okay, because if you were able to thrive at least in one area of your life, whether it's learning what self-worth looks like for you, whether it's learning how to deal with your emotional well-being, whether it's like taking the step to get a therapist, whether it's like being able to consistently make up your bed, you know, like I feel like those are also accomplishments that we should be shouting on the rooftop about, because those are the things that are going to make us better human beings and make the world a better place. Because when we are able to take care of ourselves, then we are able to share that joy and that love with everybody else around us in such a healthy way. So I just wanted to come on here to encourage you that there is a win, and find the win within your year. If you are one of those people that didn't dedicate your entire year to like become an influencer and whatever else people are talking about on here, but I'm proud of you still though. Okay, just know I'm proud of you. Drop your win, drop it.